Hello and welcome to the show, Samantha.
Hey, how are you, Raheen? It's good to see you.
It's nice to meet you too. So can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Samantha Rose Paprin. I am from New York City. I'm a healer, teacher, public speaker, and soon-to-be author. How are you today? Who are you?
So I'm Rahim Fatma and I'm 12 years old. I am a stand-up comedian, a writer, an entrepreneur, a teacher, and a theater actor. And yeah, cool. So like this COVID-19 thing has taken over, and now like everybody knows about this. It's all over the place. So what do you think would be the future of education after the coronavirus? How does the education sector gets impacted by this virus?
Well, I see a lot of opportunity for homeschooling to make a greater impact on our planet, and more alternative schools that are based outside of classrooms and more, in nature and in healthier environments. I don't particularly like what I see the ideas are in the United States with having very sectioned off classrooms, and I feel like there's just different ways, and they're going to have to find out how to ensure safer sanitation in schools and hygienic rules, I assume, or really step back into more simpler times where we're doing homeschooling and alternative schooling methods.
Yes, and I feel really lucky that my teachers, whenever, we kind of convince her to take us outside because it's a good weather. So yeah, we kind of study outside in the nature. It's really fun. So what about businesses future? Because people now are getting really digital, and businesses which are not digital are having a lot of trouble to operate at the moment.
So yeah, I think we're moving back into a time of simplicity, like I said before. So I think for the businesses that are not digitized businesses or digital businesses, the ones that are more, what is the word I'm looking for? Oh no, I'm losing words. Product based. There we go. So I think that we're going to be doing more trade and barter. I think that like we're going to use our energetics and telepathy and all of those interesting powers that we do have as human beings, but have been latent. I think that that's going to be our new currency and form of communication, and we're going to move into community living, where those businesses will be able to thrive again. And I also see this really beautiful global network that's being created. I mean, you're in Pakistan, I'm in United States right now, and we're working together and we're doing this stuff. We're having these conversations, and it's really beautiful that we have this capacity to do it in the digital world. But for the ones that are not digitized, we're moving more community based and a trade and barter based. I think that's my intuition.
Yes. And because like we both are also working together on a business, and I feel like, businesses, crossing borders, because, it's no longer that, Samantha's in America. So, I will, there's no differences anymore, there's more like, it's the internet. Come on. We have the internet. So what about social life? Because social life, I feel like would have, would immensely change because, no, we are talking on Zoom. I would not wait for you to come to my country or me to go to yours. So, how do you feel like would it change the social life?
So I think we're moving into a lot of really beautiful community-based stuff, like I was saying, with like the in-person socialization. But now we have this opportunity, like you just said, from across the world, we get to hang out and we get to move into spaces like the co-reality space that we were at over the weekend, where you get to go and you meet people from all over the world, and you have these deep, beautiful discussions and connections with people that you never met, and you get to dance with them and be free with them and express yourself, and be silly and do all the things that we want to do with friends, from a computer screen across the world, and still feel each other's energies, still be so affected by, and still heal in the way that we would if we were meeting in person. Now I still think that that's going to happen. We are still going to be meeting in person. We are still going to be able to travel. I think that we are moving into a time and space where that global connection is even greater and greater and greater, and to the point where like you coming to the United States or me going to Pakistan, it's going to be more of a simpler thing even, but that's not going to be the first, iteration of what is to come. That's what is coming. Like the first iteration just is beginning this new world and stepping into it and building it and making that bridge and capacity to get there.
Yes. And so how do you feel like, like I feel in this Corona thing, I even realized that, I would dress up too much, maybe for other people. People, they see me in a good condition, and now I feel like I'm better off in my pajamas. So how do you feel like, a lot of things that we do for others, not for ourselves?
Yeah, I think that we're also moving into a space of more simplicity. Like I said before, it's the same thing. It's going back. It's remembering that we're perfect as is. It's remembering that we're all connected. It's remembering that we're all one. It's remembering that we're all, just as perfect and just as flawed as the other person. And that our beauty is in our flaws, and that maybe our flaws are just societal constructs that aren't even real. And so, yeah, it's funny, we're able to show up. We're, beginning of quarantine. I think I've seen memes that say this is the beginning of quarantine, and it shows the person like dressed in like a ball gown for their Zoom meeting, and then like end of quarantine, and it's just like them with ratty hair and a coffee and their pajamas on, and they're like, whatever guys, what's up? Like, so I think we're moving to that space too, where we get to just fully accept who we are. Sorry, my dog is barking. Someone's trying to come through the house. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Can you edit this, or you?
Yeah, we're gonna edit this anyway.
Okay, 1 second. Hey, sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. So yeah, you were saying.
I got distracted. What was I saying?
You were saying about that meme that you saw.
Oh yeah. So the meme, it was saying that beginning of coronavirus, we're dressing up, we're in our ball gowns, got our makeup on, we're ready for the Zoom call. By the end of coronavirus, it's us, raggedy hair, pajamas. We're not really caring. We're not wearing makeup. It's just like, what's up, guys? So we're moving into that space of simplicity again, where we just get to show up as ourselves, and we know that we're innately perfect, and that all of the societal construct stuff, all of the extra layers, all of the masks, if you will, don't need to be there. It can be taken off, and we can just be purely authentically ourselves, and that's exactly who we're supposed to be and how we're supposed to be.
Yes. And so like here I'm gonna reveal something really special that Samantha, like we discovered about, I feel like a month ago. That Samantha is actually my soul sisters, and like we are into a collaboration. That's something that's so pretty because in this coronavirus situation, that's something that we're working on, and something that we talk about from like being thousands of miles away and yet so connected.
So connected, soul family connected.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Thank you so much for coming, Samantha. Thank you so much for all the stuff that you shared with us and your words of wisdom.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's so good seeing you. Have a beautiful day.